so I can share on the YouTube channel once I'm done. So I'm Doris Angel. Those of you that are new to our evening meeting, I'm a Ghanaian by origin residing in Germany. So permit me to take you to one of the important sessions in the business. Okay, so let me share my screen, then we'll get started. I need to log into my RoyalQ first.
Recording in progress.
All right, good evening to you all once again. I hope my screen is being shared and you guys can see clearly. Let me go to the Zoom here. Okay, great. I can see my screen. All right. So kindly pay attention. If I'm moving fast too, you can just type it in the chat. My co-host, Mr. Ennis, will let me know if I'm moving too fast. Okay. All right, great. So we all know this is how our RoyalQ app looks like. And we have the home button as usual. We have the mine button, and we have this button over here. So I'm going to talk about 1, 2, 3. Let me add this 4 and 5. Okay, and 6. So I'm going to talk about these 6 features. The first one is the where you can see all the exchanges that you can connect to your RoyalQ robot. Not everybody is using Binance to trade. Some people are using Bybit, others are using Gate.io, some are using HTX. So anytime you log into your RoyalQ app, make sure you tap on the appropriate app that you have connected to your robot, because the default one is always on Binance. So you tap on the appropriate one even before you search for a coin. Okay. So that is it with that aspect. Now let's look at the notification bell. So this is where the robot communicates with us. Okay. This is where you see the robot communicating with us if you are about to buy a coin. Okay, let's say for instance, you have 100 USDT. Okay, you have 100 USDT and you want to trade with 500 as your first buying amount. But you'll be using 10x. So with 10x, your 500 will be 50 on your exchange. You are going to get a message like this if you try purchasing, because your USDT would not reach 500 in your exchange. You have 100. But because of 10x, if you want to spend only 50, The 50 in 10x will be 500 because 50 times 10, that is why we call it 10x. Okay, so if you are not having that amount, you get a message like Binance BCH USDT perpetual. If you want to stop the strategy due to insufficient balance on the exchange, please go to the strategy details page to open it after the exchange deposit is completed. Okay, just like the spot we see with the margin calls, top up before you can reopen your margin calls. Okay, I hope that is clear. All right, now another type of message you see under the system message is whenever you transfer money to your RoyalQ, you get a notification under the system message that the money that you have deposited has arrived. Now this is where when your fuel fees get finished, you are being alerted. So today, one of our team members in Belgium, okay, he wanted to withdraw some of his money, and I assisted him. He had three different accounts. Oh, sorry, my screen has stopped. Let me share it again. So he had three different accounts, and you know that his main account, the trade has stopped since 6th of June. Was it 6th of June or 5th of June? He was not aware. Why? Because he ran out of fuel fee. And they messaged him several times, but he missed it because he doesn't have time to check the system message. Okay, so anytime your fuel fee gets finished, you get insufficient platform policy stopped. So without fuel fee, the robot cannot continue your trades. So make sure you always check the notification anytime you see a red dot. Okay. It first alerts you when the money gets below 10. Then once it gets below 2, the policy will be stopped. Even if the robot is supposed to sell, it won't sell. It will pause it. Now, when it pauses it, where would you see the coin? You go to strategy, then you go to stopped. This is where you would see the coin being paused. Okay. All right, so let's go back to the notification bell. Now you can see, though I've read the system message, there is another red pop out. It means the next tab, which is the other message. I haven't read it. Okay, so cover USDT, we got it as a signal. It has not sold. If you entered, I'm sure yours has not sold too. Okay, and Mav too has not sold. So these two coins are still in trade. Okay, you can see. But anytime the coin sells for you, it alerts you. Okay, so you can see Mav gave me a profit rate of 1.03%. The time and the date is allocated. The average price at which it sold it at. Was it a long or a short trade? Long means you are predicting the price to go up. Short means you are predicting the price to come down. Okay, so that is a long is buy, short is sell. Once you see close short, it means it has sold. But when you see sell short, it means it's buying. Okay, but when you see buy long, let me see if I'll see buy long. I think one will be at the top. Buy long, yeah, this. So this is the futures, okay? It's not the spot trading. For futures, you see buy and sell, buy and sell. But with futures, there are two types of markets. You can make profit when the market is going up, and you can also make profit when the market is going down. I hope you understand. All right. So that is it. Now, when I go back, you would see that the red dots that was showing from the beginning, it has vanished. So let me see by hands. Those of you have a red dot on your RoyalQ now as I'm teaching. Can you type it in the chat? Just quickly switch to your RoyalQ and check if you have any notification under the bell. Type 1 if you have. If you don't have, type 0. I'm waiting, please. Zero. Wow. Wow. Meaning you guys have been checking yours. That is really good. That is really good. Hey, so no one will type one. It means there are serious students here. Oh. Meaning all of you have been checking your notifications. Okay, that is great. Okay, so let us move on. Now, you see, as I'm presenting now, this whole screen is blocking my view. So you can simply tap on X to get rid of it. Okay. But if you want to search for all the announcements, you can get it from this button. So let's tap on it. Once we tap on it, you would see that 1st of July, Gate IO system upgrade notice. So if you have a team member that is trading with Gate IO, you would alert them that from this time to this time, their system wouldn't be working. They shouldn't be scared or panic. Okay. Anytime the exchanges are on upgrade or something, RoyalQ alerts us. Okay. All right. So let us ride on. Now, profit details. We all know that this is where you would see your profits that have been recorded. Okay. So this account is mainly for future trading. Okay. And I started 7th of June. 0.82, $3, $1, $1, 3, 9, 11, 1, 1, 3, 0.06, 1, 11 cents, 12, 9, 7, 5, 2, 3, 40, 14. That is really great, right? It's not like I used a huge capital for this, guys. It's just a small capital. With futures, the good thing is you are borrowing money to trade with. So let's say, for instance, you have 50 USDT. This 50, when you enter into trade with it and you want to use the 10x, your 50 will become 500. So you are making profit based on the 500 and not the 50. Now, if the market should go sideways, it will not, like, for instance, it doesn't go in favor of you and you are going to lose. You will be losing your 50, not the 500. Okay. I hope that is clear. All right. So let us tap on the 40 for you to see. That is where you'll be able to see the coins that gave you all those profits. Okay. Mav gave me a lot of profits yesterday, and HFT. Though HFT was the coin that liquidated me in the morning. We got a signal. I got liquidated because there was a sharp movement in price. They asked us to short it, but the coin suddenly pumped up, and I had not set a stop loss. Okay. So I got liquidated, and how much was liquidated was 70 USDT. But I got it back through the 40 profit that I made. Okay. So yeah, not all, but at least I got half of it. So that was at least better than nothing. Okay, so those are the records. Today, only 14 has been made. I still thank God because I had only 90 USDT when I started today's trade. But the 90 turned to, let's see, 18.8 plus 76.3. How much would that be? 18.8 plus 76.3. So that is 95.1. Hey, it's supposed to be more than that. How is that possible? Ah, there is extra 10. Sorry. So there is extra 10 that is there. When you add the 10 to the 95, that is 105.1. Okay. If you deduct from today's profit that I've made, which is 14.82. 14.82. Yeah. I had exactly this amount when I entered into trade. Anytime I start a new trade, I take a screenshot so I see the balance that I had before I entered into the trade. So if today I want to take out today's profit and put it aside, I can just simply move it from the futures to the funding. Okay, but I've retraded with my profits already. At least Dr. Boucher or Boucher can testify to what I'm saying because she's also making profits. All right, let us continue. Now, let's assume you have gotten a signal. I know a lot of people, they find it difficult to enter the signal trade, but it's very, very easy. I have a smart way of doing it. First of all, you would have to make sure under the mine, under here, you already have a strategy saved for futures. Okay. So you can see this is futures trading settings. Forget about the amount. The settings is what matters. Okay. Because the amount, your first buying amount is the quantity of the coin that you'll be purchasing. But what matters is the margin configuration. This is the settings that I use. Now, when I see that it has bought third call and is close to buying the fourth call, I quickly increase my margin call limit. Where is the margin call limit? This is it. So I increase it like from 4 to 7 so that I will not get liquidated. Okay. I hope that is clear. So this is my trade settings, but you can set another new trade settings for the Royal Q settings we've been getting, signals we've been getting. Okay, so let me just name it futures uh crypto AMB settings. If I see it, I'll know. Okay, AMB. Crypto ambassadors. You know, with the crypto ambassadors, most of the settings they will tell you that the take profit callback should be 0.01. But the first settings you see there was given to me by ChatGPT. So the days I'm going to pick up my own coin, I use that settings. Okay. But if it's given to me by the crypto ambassadors, I use this. Now let's go to WhatsApp for me to show you one of the signals. Okay, so this is one of the signals page. Okay, there are no signal. Let's see the old ones, the futures. So this is futures. TP stands for take profit ratio callback. If you know you have a bad retentive memory, just make sure you take notes. TP, take profit, whole position take profit ratio callback. This is the percentage that initiates before the coin sells. So if the coin is going up to like 1% to sell for you, if it has gotten to 1%, it still has to trigger this percentage 0.01. If the market should go up by 0.01, it will add it to the 1%. But if it should drop, it will deduct it from the 1%. So that is why sometimes you can see 1 point something. Sometimes you can see 0.89 or zero point 0.7 or zero point 0.9. Okay. So you see buying callback to has to be 0.01 and the strategy period one shot. Don't trade after 3 minutes. Very important thing to take note of. So I'm going to go back to my settings. Buying callback, whole position is there. Now, what do I have to change? Whole position take profit ratio. How much percentage did they say? 1%. 1. Take profit ratio. 1. So I'm going to make sure I have 1% in my settings. Now, what did they say about the strategy period too? Strategy period must be on one shot, not cycle. Cycle means after the coin has sold the 1%, it will rebuy again. But we wouldn't want it to buy because we don't know the direction in which it's heading to. So I put it on one shot. Now, my margin call limit, I'll reduce it to 4. Then I'll go to margin configuration. So I could make this one 0.5, then 1%, then 1.5, then 2%, or let me do it 2.5. When you add 2.5 plus 1.5, that will be 4%, plus 1, that will be 5. 5% plus 0.5, that would be 5.05, which is good. You don't have to set it lower than the 5% drop that they gave in the signal. In fact, if you have more money and the 5% drop, it has gone deeper than that, you could increase more margin calls. Okay. That one depends on how much you have. But see, you don't really need to have a lot with the futures. You can use a minimum of 1 USDT or three on each call. Okay. So I'm going to do this maybe 0.5 times. This one, 1.5, then two times. So two times of what? Two times of whatever amount I have as first buy. So let's say, for instance, at first I bought 500 USDT, but the robot will take 50 from my exchange because 50 is what the actual money I have. The rest of the 450 is a borrowed money. Now, after it has bought the first call, I'll come and remove the zero, so it will be 50. Now, with this 50, with the futures, it's no more 50, it's 5.5 that it would deduct from my exchange, but it's 50 that the robot would use to purchase. Okay, I hope that is clear. So this 5.5 multiplied by this, by this, by this, by this. Okay, so I'll confirm, then I'll save. So the first buying amount, no need for you to change it because over here we don't do first buying amount, but the quantity of the coin that you would be buying. Okay. I hope you guys are following till this place. Are you okay till now before I continue with the next session? Type 1 if it is clear by you. All right, thank you for the feedback. Let me write on. So I have my settings down. Sorry, I have my settings down. So if I have a signal, what is the next thing I have to do? You have to make sure that all the future coins, at the top here, we have spots and we have futures. So I'm going to put it on futures. Now, if it's the first time you are trading on futures, you want to go to manage plus and add the non-default ones that is not added. You tap on futures, you tap on all, then add. Don't worry, the meeting is already recorded, so you can rewatch it again. Okay. All right, so let us continue. Now, I'm going to go back. Now, all these coins, it's good to trade them on isolated. Why? Because with the isolated market, you don't, when you are being liquidated, it doesn't move the other trades that you are having. Okay, for instance, I have cover and MAV. If let's say I'm not praying for that should happen, if this coin should go against me and I get liquidated, I'll lose this asset, I'll lose my balance if I'm on cross mode. So that is why it's advised to be on isolated. Like yesterday, that's the HFT liquidated me like so quickly that I didn't even know about. If it were to be the cross margin, I would have lost everything plus my remaining balance because I had some balance down, like 60 something USDT balance. But it's only the 70 that I got liquidated. The 70 was in the trade. Okay. It was 700 and something. Okay. So, first of all, you need to make sure you go to your Binance. Even before the signal comes, after this meeting, you can do that. When you go to your Binance, go to futures down here. Then search for the coin by tapping on the small arrow beside whatever coin you see there. Usually you see BTC. Then you search for which coin do we have? 1,000 bonk USDT. So I'm going to search for 1,000 bonk. This is it. I don't have to type everything. Once I type 1,000, it gives me a pop out. So make sure it's USDT, not USDC, unless you are trading with the USDC market. Okay. So I'm going to tap on it. 1,000 bonk USDT. Now you can see over here it's showing isolated already. It means I have changed it. Okay. Now let's look for another coin that I've not yet changed. 1,000 cats USDT. So I'm going to search 1,000 again. 1,000 cats. This is it. It's also good to favorite all the RoyalQ coins. Once you favorite them, it's easy for you to fish them out. This one has also been changed. So I'm just teaching you how to put it on isolated. I don't think I've done 1,000 sheep or ACH. Let me see. ACH. Yeah, ACH, I haven't. So this is on cross. I have to change it from cross to isolated. Can you see? Though this is on 20x, if I trade this ACH on RoyalQ and I say 10x, the robot will not say, okay, because I see 20x here, I'm going, no. It will use the 10x I instructed it from my RoyalQ. Okay, this 20 is the minimum leverage I've given, like the range that's from 1x to 20x. Okay, we have a lot of x. So 20 is my minimum. All right. So that is, you have to make sure you do all this coins so that if a signal, like for instance, you get a signal. Let me put my, hold on, before someone starts calling me. Okay. So which coin was the last signal? Rose USDT. I don't know if I've done Rose, but let me check it. Me, even though they said 3 minutes, I'm so fast that I'm able to still change it fast. You see, this one, I didn't change it. Then that's all. Then I quickly go to here, search. Then I search for Rose, ROSE. It's not here because I've never traded it. It's there. I tap on it. Then I tap on I understand. Then I tap on create. Then they said short, right? Not long. I put all this at the back of my mind before I even start the trade. Okay. So they said short. You see, someone will not attend the meeting. Oh. They are on the WhatsApp group chatting, and they'll come and ask questions later. So, oh shit, I locked the phone instead of taking a screenshot. Please tell Cool for Joe to join the meeting instead of typing in the chat. Okay. So I haven't traded Rose USDT before. We have long and short. The signal says short. So I'm going to tap on short before I tap on trade settings. Now, what do I do? This is the trick I have been using. Okay. All I do is I just change the first buying amount and enter into the trade. But I make sure the default settings of the AI margin call is on so that when the market should go against me, it doesn't buy already. Okay, so let's say for instance, this is 203 and I want to invest 20 USDT. Now 203 rows will give you 5 USDT. So me, I just use my mind to do the calculations. I just play around the figures. Because if I want to go to calculator and switch, 3 minutes would have gone. Okay, so like 203 will give me 5. So let me do it like maybe 103. So 103 will be 25, right? 2.5. So when I add another zero to the 103, it will give me 25.46. If I do 10x and this is 25.46, the robot will use only 2.5 of my whole capital, 2.5 USD, and I don't want that. So I'll add another zero. Hey, wait. Oh, let me clean the 7 and rather add zero. So you see, this is 10,300 rows will give me 254 USDT. But because I'm using the leverage of 10, the actual amount it will deduct from my Binance will be 25.40444 something. Okay? So I just do this, then I save. Then I activate first. Oh, Scheiße. What is happening? Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm just feeling so hot. Oh, that is why it's like my whole brain is not functioning properly. So this is on. It's okay for now. My main target is to enter. So I tap on activate. I won't do it now. Okay. Once I tap on activate, it will come. Do you want to create? You just say create or like confirm it. Once I enter and I see that it has bought, I see position amount has bought. I quickly go back to trade settings. I don't forget. I quickly go here. Then where would I go next? I go to choose a strategy setting. So, Mr. Ernest, this is what I said I'll be teaching you. Then I tap on 15. Then I'll now remove 10 out of this. But sorry, I didn't do the 10x before I saved it. Sorry, but you first have to do the 10x. So let me start again. Let me start afresh. So you go, you see a signal. The name of the signal is Rose USDT, short. That's in the back of my mind. For the trade settings, I have it already. And you make sure on the Binance, it's already on isolated. So I go to Rose because I did the settings, it's already here. I understand. Then create. Then I move to short because it's on long. I quickly go to short. I quickly go to short. Then trade settings below. Oh God. Sorry about that. I quickly go to trade settings. I'll get the default settings. All I'll change is the first buying amount and the leverage. I change the first buying amount to suit whatever capital I want to use. Let's say, for instance, I'm ready to sacrifice 30 USDT. Okay. So let's say 30, maybe 850. No, 950. No, 108. That one to not reach. So let me do it 110. 110 to not reach 115. So let me do it 120. 125. Good. So you see, 125 will give me 3 USDT. But because I'm using 10x, I'll add 2 zeros to it. So with 309, the robot will only use 30.9 something. So I'll make sure I change the leverage multiples to 10x. I quickly do this 10. Then I understand. Then I save. Then I activate. Once I've activated and it buys, I'll come to trade settings. Then I'll click on my template, choose a strategy setting. Then I click on the first one because that is the one with the 0.001. I click on it. Then I will remove 10 or reduce it to whatever amount I want the robot to be using for my calls. Maybe I can even make it 125. If I make it 125, it means the robot will use 3 multiplied 3.09 multiplied by 10. Okay, but this one they said the minimum should be 202. So I'll do it 202. So this is 5. Okay. But the robot will not use 5 from my exchange. 5 divided by 10 is what it will use for my exchange. Hope you understand. Okay, then I will now save it. So you see, it has changed from cycle to one shot, and my AI margin call is off. Oh, sorry, I think I didn't turn it off from the main this thing, the main trade settings page. So you have to turn off the AI margin call, because in the default settings, there is nothing like AI margin call. It's rather opening double. So you make sure you turn off the AI margin call after taking the settings from your strategy settings into the trade. Okay. Then voila, the trade will continue. I hope you understand. But if you want to do everything, the 3 minutes you can't make it. Honestly speaking, you can't make it. Okay. Though I've been trying to do it within 2 minutes. I quickly go to Binance. First of all, I go to Binance, type the coin. So I make sure always my Binance is open under futures. It's over here. Then I quickly search for the name of the coin. Then I make sure it's on isolated. Then I switch to buy the RoyalQ, search for the name of the coin. Use the buttons. Don't struggle scanning through the coins. Use the search button. Get the name, search for it. If you don't find it under favorites, it means you have never traded it before. So you need to go to all. Then it will pop out. You click on it, create, do the first buying amount, change the leverage, save it first before you. Okay? Is that hard to understand? Let me know if you got it clear. Kindly let me know if you got it clear. Hello? Hmm. Who says Meaning this person, she's a late comer. She doesn't understand the whole show because she hasn't been following the whole show from the beginning. So she will have to watch my videos or attend more of our Wednesday meetings to get it. Oh, wow. I love Nancy Kajoka because today she was mentioning on the main crypto ambassadors page that the whole thing is confusing her. I'm happy she said it's clear. So go and rewatch this video. That is how to enter into the signal for futures trade. It's very easy, guys, and it's sweet. Okay, it's very sweet as well. I would need the videos, please. So go to my YouTube channel, Doris Angel Crypto Hub. Then you can get all the videos that we've been doing. I think last week, Wednesday, we learned about funding fee. You can also get it and also watch the Crypto Ambassadors videos. I'm planning of making a new video whereby I'll enter into a signal. So I'll do that short video and also share it on my YouTube channel as well. Yeah, Doris Angel Crypto Hub. I'll share it after the meeting. So, guys, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, kindly let me know. So I'll address them. I'll be helping some 2 members on the Zoom call so we can all learn. But if you want to leave too, you can leave during that moment. Okay? I'm taking in questions now. Easy peasy. Do you have any questions? Tap on reactions, raise hands. reactions, raise hands, then I'll be able to see your hands. Do you have any question? Is it clear? I'm going to mention names. Is it clear? My co-host, you are number one, Mr. Ennis. Is it clear?
Yes, please, my leader, it's clear.
Great. Okay, so someone says, I get confused when the signals say 15 drop. So you don't have to get confused. Let me share my screen and throw more light on that. The 15 drop means they've predicted that the coin you entered will drop by 15%. So when they say 15 drop, you see the trade settings that I did. This one, let me edit it. This one, when you calculate the drops, is 5%. So you can create another drop. You can create another settings. Okay, let's do that now. Futures CA 15% drop. You label it the way you can differentiate it. Do you understand? Forget about the first buying amount. This one I can leave it on 7 because 15 drop is good. Okay. So 1%, don't forget. Then 0.01, 0.01. Then margin configuration. Now, Dinah Peter, you have to listen carefully. 15% drop means from first call to the last call. When you add all the numbers, it should be within 15 or more than 15. It shouldn't be less than 15. That is all. Now follow me, let's do it. Because it's 15, I'll do this one 0.5 so they can buy faster. Then 1, 1.5, 2.5, then 3.5, then let's say 4. 4 plus 3.5 will give us what? 7.5. 7.5 plus 2.5 will give us 10. 10 plus 1.5 will give us 11.5. 11.5 plus 1 will give us 12.5. 12.5 plus the 2, 1. That's 13.5. So it's not rich. So maybe I can increase this one and make it 6%. The seventh call. So 6 plus 3, 9.5. 9.5 plus 2.5, 13. No, 12. 12%. 12% plus 1.5 will be 13.5. 13.5 plus 1, 14.5, plus the 0.5, 0.5. That will be 15.5. That is good. It's perfect. Do you get it? Now, this is where you have to change. If you like, you can do it 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 throughout. 1, 1, 1 means if your first buying amount is 5, 5 times 1, okay? But it's good to do it in multiples, okay? And then let's say I do this one 1, then 1.5 times, then 2, then 2.5 times, then 3. Now, mind you, sometimes though they've predicted the market will drop by 15, sometimes it doesn't even drop at all. Only the first buy that will sell for you. Sometimes it can drop to the third call. Okay. So Dinah Peter, is the calculations clear for you? This one you have to set it down even before the trade, the signal comes. So you can screenshot as I'm here now. Screenshot. Smart people take notes during meetings. You screenshot. As you screenshot down, after the meeting, you can create your own. Okay. So I'm going to change this to one shot. And this I'll do is 0.01 because they said the whole position take profit ratio. Now, though it's 7 margin calls, I will not put it on sub in real time. With the futures, it's good when it sells in whole. We learned that on one of the Monday meetings. Those who were there knows, right? Okay. So I'll save. So I have this 15 drop. Maybe I can modify the other one to 5% drop. Okay. Now, mind you, this trade settings is universal. You can use it for long and short. Okay. I hope that is clear. Have you guys learned something? Was it a good training? Have you learned something? Please respond. I need my audience to respond so I know they've learned something. Wow, Mr. Ennis says yes, please, a lot. Zubair says absolutely. William Dazi says yes. Margaret, oh, leader Margaret, our latest V2 in the house. Now, let me show you another trick, okay? On the MAV, how do you call it? Trade. If I want to see how much in total profits this coin has given me, I can get it under fulfilled orders. So this, what's happening? So this coin has given me a profit of 30 USDT and 8 cycles has been completed. This is the, sorry. I don't know whether the do not disturb is no more working. So, it's on. So as I was saying, this is long, 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 short profit, short, short again, short again, short, short. Now, another tip I'll give you in the futures is I noticed that trading short trades are best than the long. Unless the long it just started pumping. Once you take it, don't go further. Don't be tempted. Unless you are very sure of the signal. Okay. Now the two bottoms here, I always say are not there for beautification. This is the log. This is a transaction record. When you tap on the log, you see everything. If you change trade settings, you see it. Everything that has happened, you are going to see it under the log. Then the transaction record, all the transactions, okay? I sold manually. Close long means the robot closed it at this percentage. Sell manually, meaning I sold manually, okay? So yes, that is it. Okay, so let's go back. This cover, I've not traded it, so you not see any record. Yeah, I've never traded it. But when you go to your revenue details, your profit details, you can also see it from currency profit. So I'll move from spot to futures. Then you can see MAV, HFT, FAN, out, AGT, all the coins you've traded and the profits that they've given you. You would see it over here. Okay. So, guys, that brings us to today's sharing. Now I'm taking questions. Then I address the two people that have appointment with me today. If you still have any questions, it's not too late to ask. Please ask now. Leader Margaret, I hope your two members are already here. They should get everything ready. I like it when people who need help, they come prepared. Sometimes it pisses me off if now that I have to ask the person, did you share the link? Did you do this? Some of them cry their Zoom, they don't have. Now that you tell them download Zoom, some to their Binance is outdated. You now be waiting for them to update. Charlie, time is money. Oh, me, when I'm ready to help you, you need to be ready. I behave like a soldier. You get it? All right. Who is laughing? Yes, I went to an army school. So I have a little of that training in me. Like, Charlie, you have to be ready. No, no, wait. Can you wait for me to download this app? Eh, I'll leave you. I'll tell you I don't have time. We'll do it another time. That thing demotivates me. Like it brings my spirit down because it tells me you are not prepared. You need to come prepared. All right. So since there are no questions, I'm going to stop recording here so that people who will watch will not have a long one. Or do you want me to record what we are going to do? Because we are going to help someone to activate, start trading. No, that would be too long. The video will be too long. So let me pause here. Since there are no questions, thank you all for joining in. I hope you have learned something, but don't forget, learning, there is no end to learning. When I came to the University of Cologne here, I met someone that was more than 88 years. He was in my course. I was like, wow, what the fuck? Why is this old man disturbing himself? So learning has no end, like it has no limits. You cannot say, "Oh, I'm too old for learning," unless you don't want knowledge. Okay, guys. So don't get tired of learning. The learning is not ending on this Zoom. You can rewatch this Zoom because there is something I repeated that drew your attention. Then you replay it again. That is why it's because of you people I created a YouTube channel. So you can jump in anytime, watch the video at dawn at any time of your convenience. Okay. All right. So that is all. Thank you for joining in.